24 cars about to go the journey for 20 laps. So they come into the main straight. Up you get, everyone. Stretch those legs. Put your hands together for the Wingless Sprints. This will be spectacular. 20 laps the journey. Our first feature race of the night. 24 Wingless Sprints and 10 John Day Utes. Good start too. And it is the two car who gets the best of the dispatch. Nash is there in second place. Darren Humphrey is in the middle of that group, being about fourth or fifth at the moment. There is a wall of cars. It's quite the spectacle as they move down into turn number 3. The first time the yellow lights have come on, we've got one that's parked up in the fence. Around the cone, Wedge, Humphrey, back then to Sharp and Nash. Travis Armstrong is next as they move underneath the super screen, and they're all safely through there. Down the back straight, it is Iowa now, our race leader. Second place is Wedge, Humphrey in third. Down on the gutter is Brandon Sharp, and up high is the 52 of Bailey Nash. We've done 2.
Yeah, don't sleep on anyone in this top 5 because Bailey Nash, he's a hard charger. He's the leader at the moment. He's doing pretty well in the Wingless Sprint Track Championship. 18.5 and gets away. You can see the 24 of Brandon Sharp and Bailey Nash, the 52, going the inside, swings into 4th spot. Will he make it stick out of Mobile on turn number 4? He will, but only just.
So they roll through. Fastest car now is the 18.38.2 on lap 4 of Brendan Wedge, who's currently running in second place, but he's closing in on the race leader, who's wearing the pink tonight, is Blake Iowa now, looking really strong out in front, and Humphrey's not too far away.
Yellow.
Bailey Nash's gone around, a spinner. So a 24 car field being reduced to 21 as we see Blake Wolf was DQ'd, so he was the last to park up after a couple of spins, and it is going to be Iowa now who's going to maintain control. Wedge close enough if good enough, and it's now an interesting part to see who the Chargers are going to be able to make their way forward.
So Iowa now leads from Wedge, Humphrey, Sharp, Armstrong. That's the first 5. And look who's starting to make his way through. The WA champion has made his way up into 6th place in the blue and black car, and he's on the charge. Out of Mobile 1 they come. Also on the charge is Wedge, right out after our race leader. Down into the TD Granny Flats and Modular Homes turn. Wedge is right there with Blake Iowa now. They've got away from the rest of them. Darren Humphrey in third. Will Wedge go for a dive bomb this early? No, he doesn't. One has, though. The West Australian champions into 5th place.
Yeah, great move from the WA1 in Matt Iowa now. He didn't quite get past the start-finish line in 5th.
Back in 4th place, Brandon Sharp. Matt Iowa now, Travis Armstrong. And where is the West Australian champion? He slots into 4th place. They're 4 wide down the back straight for 3rd as they move out of Mobile 1. Our race leader is still that of Blake Iowa now. Wedge is all over the back end. Look at this battle for 3rd place. Sharp, Humphrey, Iowa now, and Travis Armstrong having an absolute barn burner of a race here for the minor placings, as is our leader. Wedge is all over the back end of Blake Iowa now. They come up to complete lap number 12. It's these two, then the rest. 12 down and 8 to go.
It's like Wedge is on a tow rope at the back of Blake Iowa now, right now. That's how close they are. Meanwhile, the flurry of cars further back. It is remarkable to see with Humphrey just still ahead of Brandon Sharp and Blake Iowa now. And Matt Iowa now, I should say, trying to close through, and he goes down the low side, swings back into 4th spot, and this time he makes it stick. So Matt Iowa now, the WA1, has moved into 4th spot. He's closing in on a podium. Blake Iowa now just puts in the fastest lap of the race, put on half a second on Brendan Wedge, and it's cleared away once again. Meanwhile, yeah, Brendan Wedge, he is just having to fight his way through because Blake Iowa now is having a flyer out the front. He's got this lead out to 1.6 seconds, and Brendan Wedge can have no return right now. Darren Humphrey's done a good job. He was under a lot of pressure from Matt Iowa now a short time ago. He's got himself solidified into 3rd, but out in front, it's the bright pink of Blake Iowa now, who has stamped his authority on the Wingless Sprint car title this evening. And he saw there's a late spin, but oh geez, I hope that's okay. He's got it okay. Blake Iwanow's got the win. Blake Iwanow wins from Brendan Wedge and Darren Humphrey. A late spinner put a lot of pressure on some people, and that being Ben Stockton.